With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Again, they'll run. This is McGee. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Here's Pickett. His throw incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pickett back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made up near the 35. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
3rd down and 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Down to about the 37. 2nd and 7.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the carry, McGee. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is McGee. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now here's another carry for Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Shrugs the tackle. There he goes, right side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, this is Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Hold on.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That swung out wide to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They get this out quickly to the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in. He can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13.684, and now he's soaring past that. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A give to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
They go
5.
play action now. Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson now. That'll be caught out right by Allison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And we're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Shut up!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Big loss on the play. Brings up second
Play
down.
action. It's Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Sets up fourth down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Steelers.
Pickett sets up play action. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 75. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now they're in the hurry up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 12-yard
Jackson.
line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.